Gentlemen, welcome back to another video. My name is Striker.
My name is Luba.
And our channel is about dating in Ukraine and Belarus now. It's about navigating some of the scams and all the bad stuff that's going on. If this all sounds a bit strange to you, if this is your first video here, check out some of our other channels and check out our website, www.heartrocket.com, and we can put you on the right path. Okay. So speaking
of... What are we going today to speak about?
I was going to say, speaking of path, we want to talk about the beaten path, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know what this term is in the West?
No.
The beaten path.
Mm-mm. No, I know what is beaten. I don't know what is beaten path.
You know what beaten and you know what path is? Okay, so it's basically a saying. It's like the beaten path is a path that everybody goes along. And it's been beaten down.
It's like the grass, like
yeah. So the grass has died or whatever. So the beaten path, and I think this is a good topic to talk about, right? Because we do these coaching calls with guys, and they quite often it starts off from an email, and it'll say, "This is what I'm doing, but something doesn't seem right. I would like to book a call with you to see if what I'm doing is correct." And we have a call, and always it's the beaten path. It's the same thing. He saw some videos on YouTube of some social events, dancing girls, and that seems very appealing. And so he's already started off down the beaten path, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, there's a good path. I'm going to go down that one there. So he goes down this beaten path.
And the most interesting is that even if the person knows about that, he thinks that he will be the one with whom it will not happen. Always. He thinks that it will happen to anybody else, but not him. He's different.
Yeah, and I guess, okay. So, I guess there's two parts. One is that, I know that things can be, and we hear this all the time. It's like, there's no way.
I know all about scammers.
Yeah, no one's ever going to scam me. I'm never going to get scammed. Like, we hear this all the time, and it's like, and then they get scammed.
At the moment when the guy is telling us, and we understand that he is it's exactly what is happening is with him, is that he is scammed at the moment.
And he's going down the beaten path. Yeah. And when people say that, I guess on another note, they say look, I'm not, I know it's not a scam or anything like that. It's like we've had, I can't say hundreds, but soon it will be coming into 200s calls, right? So we hear this a lot where guys say, look, there's no way that she's a scammer. I understand. There's no way I can get scammed.
She send me such a sincere letters. This is
this is the beaten path, right? So this is where every guy goes down. He goes down. He sees these videos online. This letter writing type sites, we have to buy credits and all that sort of stuff. This is the beaten path. And you know what else is down the beaten path? Scammers. Scammers are fucking lazy, right? They are lazy.
I want to ask you something before you tell that scammers are lazy. Do you think that people use this beaten path because it's easier?
I think some people...
It's easy to...
I think it... Not... Yeah, I think it okay, I think a little part of it is easy, but I think another part of it is that it's just a very big, wide path.
Or they don't know anything else.
And they don't know anything else. It's like, imagine if you're driving from one city to another that you've never been to before, but you have a feeling that there's another way that's faster, but you're not sure because you're not...
And you think, I'd rather
just go this way because everyone else goes this way. It must be the right way to go, whereas there might be a better way to go. And I think that that's probably part of it, is that people maybe ignore this other stuff and they see this other stuff because the marketing looks so vibrant.
So you're
and
saying
good.
that the scammers are lazy? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, the scammers are lazy. So the scammers are not going to go off the beaten path, because why? Because it's, they know the guys aren't going that way. The guys are going this way. They're going to go straight to Tinder when they get to Ukraine. They're going to go to these socials. They're going to go to these popular sites. They're going to, the letter writing. The scammers are going there. You're walking into the scammers, right? Because it's easy for them, and unfortunately it's a lot easier for the guys as well. So I guess the topic of this video is get off that beaten path. Get away from stop following in the footsteps of these guys that are getting scammed. And we have so many calls, and I would say, and the shocking thing is that the last couple of months, a lot of it is them writing on these websites, right?
Because of the COVID, I think.
Because of COVID,
when I was working in the agency, we always have a lot of guys who are coming in summer, and in winter when I was working for the first year, I was thinking, how will I make money? There is nobody gonna come. Who I will translate? There was so many letters because usually in winter everybody sits at home. It's cold. Nobody wants to travel, and so a lot of guys are writing letters. So COVID really blew away even the guys who was kind of know about that and was serious. and they also call us now and say, and as I say, everybody think that it's happening to somebody but not to them. And even like when the girl is start asking for something, and especially a lot of girls were asking for money because of the COVID, the guys think, no, it's reasonable, she's COVID, like she lost her job. And I mean,
these are the groomies. So we've got these names, haven't we? It's like the fixer, the predator, the groomies. We're going to do a video about it later, but keep going. Sorry.
But the guys, they think that it will happen to anybody except them, and this is the biggest mistake, that the guy wants just to be relaxed, and that the guy think that he knows better. Trust me, scammers know much better.
And also like when a guy's like writing as well, like when he starts off on the beaten path, quite often it's from the comfortableness of your house. And it's like, oh, what's the worst that can happen? And I tell you, it's like one step after another, and the next minute you think that, to hell with it, I'm going to go and meet her. I don't care what happens. I'm going to give it my best shot. I'll regret it if I don't go and do it. And you get there and it's like, oh, yep, she's like, it's been a scam the whole time. And maybe you do get to meet her, maybe you don't. But this is what happens to so many guys. And I'll just say here, because I can probably say this because it's a generic term. There's 2 websites that guys are writing to at the moment, isn't there? There's 2 that not every guy we talk to, but every guy that seems to be writing, and in the name is the word Ukraine, right? So we can say that because there's many websites with the word Ukraine. So if you're letter writing and the website has Ukraine in it, be very careful and that you don't get yourself into any trouble.
I hope that you're just not writing letters, and if you do and you want us to have a look, I would put it this way, just call us and it will be much more efficient. And I just I don't know if you guys put in comments if you like it, examples that I use, and it's I never use any names or anything, but I think it's very practical when I can tell you something about how it,
I could write a book on it,
so many people was offering, but I was recently working with a guy, and he's a very good friend of mine. I know him for a long time. It's a bit of a story there, but he came and he was meeting a lady from Donetsk. And so it will be another story, another video that we should do about this Donetsk, about Donetsk and meeting girls in Lugansk, it's
common.
It's Code Da Vinci. Remember this book?
Yes, Da Vinci Code.
Yeah. So, but it's different. And so he was meeting this lady, and the way she talked to him, I understood almost from the first thing that she was not legit. She was a scammer. But Striker told me Luba, why don't you tell him he's your friend? Why don't you tell him? And I said, I just know him too well that if I tell him that it is not serious and that this is a scammer, then he would try to prove me wrong. He's such kind of a person. He's just a very successful businessman. He's very active, very fast, very multitasking. He would prove me wrong. And at the end of the day, I told him that, and he said, Luba, you're right. I would because I know what kind of man.
So he was scammed at the end, wasn't he?
He got scammed, of course. But the thing is that scammers, like you said, that the scammers are lazy. At the very beginning, when
actually, can I take that back? I'll say. Not necessarily lazy if there's something at the end
of it. Not creative.
Creative. That's what I was going to say. They're not creative. They have the same playbook.
Yeah. Okay. And so, but interesting about her is that when I tell to the guy that this girl is not serious, of course, I have some a little bit worries that, oh, maybe I'm wrong and maybe this girl is really serious and she just accidentally, I trust me, even I'm super confident, I still have a little bit, and I always very cautious, try to navigate the guy and try to help him around. So the bottom line is that she asked him to go shopping almost on the first date, and the reason how she created that is that when she was coming, of course it was a swimming suit story. I mean, probably about this story I will tell the separate video, but anyway, and then she said that she's coming and she didn't want to pick a lot of stuff with her, and she only have t-shirts and jeans. So guess what? You coming to Ukraine, you order stylist consultation, you taking the best stuff you have, you take your socks that you was keeping for the special event, your underwear, I mean everything, you coming. And so she knew that she's coming for a week, and she knew that they will go to the good restaurant, that he will want to
he wants it to look good,
and she showed by only one this thing, she showed complete disrespect, that she didn't take a dress. So when the ladies really like the guy, she will come, she will have the best lingerie, she will buy, she will have accessorize, and she will want to make hot, and she will want, every woman wants to look for her man to want her. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So
of course.
And I mean, every woman wants, she wants to look desirable, she wants to look hot. And so anyway, I told him you're not gonna go shopping with her. I will never talk to you again. He said that I'm not ready to go shopping. We just met for the first day. I'm not ready to go. And guess what she said? She said, this is the right answer. Like, she was like even tricking him on that. She said, this is the right answer. This is like, you are like, this is correct. You are right.
And
like,
so he would think,
and
what
he would
she
think
is,
was she, and he was so happy. He was so happy because of that. And the next day, she took her chance again, and she took enormous amount of money for her to come to Kiev to meet with him. And I told him that, but he still wanted to try it. He wanted to check it. And so the next day, when she said to him again, let's go shopping, then like he kind of become a little bit like aggressive with her, and she said like, listen, I send you first of all like 7 times more money than you should like for the trip. And this and this and this and this, and then she get nasty, and then she get dirty, saying that you're not enough of a man. If you think it's expensive, how can you provide like our family? And these girls were really like trying to make you feel guilty and feel sorry and feel bad. So I mean, this is a little bit off the topic, but I think it's important to say that you have to be careful, I would say, and you have to be
overly careful. But I talk about like the frequencies of scammers, how they're on a different frequency than say like anyone else in society, in Western society, like even a doctor, a lawyer, an entrepreneur, because we don't think that way. We don't think that this woman could be scamming us, so we always want to be a good provider.
I was surprised actually. Like before, I didn't talk that deep with anybody as I talk with Striker always about this like this situation. And before, I can't understand like why this or that happening. I can't understand like why the guy, like how can be so naive? How can he trust in this? How? And I remember we was talking at the very beginning when we just started the hard work. It was talking to the guy, and he spent $27,000 on a girl. I was completely shocked, and then I asked him, I said, why didn't you stop? And she was always making story after story, iPhone and computer. She can't find job, then she find job, and she need computer, and then when she got the job, the office got robbed. She need another iPhone, another computer, and he still bought it. And I said, why did you do that? And he said, like I really believe, like for that moment, I thought that I'm in a relationship, and I was thinking that I'm investing in my woman.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what this scammers are using. They know that you would do that because they tried it with other men as well. And trust me again, that the serious lady will never ask for like going shopping or buy her stuff on the first or even second or any kind of
and I guess like that all these guys and all of them, and the story that Luba just told, I actually found someone else who also got scammed by her, and when I said, let me guess, this happened, he said, yeah, of course, it's the same playbook. But what all these guys have in common is they went down the same beaten path where it comes to the letter writing, looking at these big Goliath sites that have the Photoshop models and all that. That's the beaten path. So how do you know if you're on the beaten path? You're writing letters, you're looking at these websites that have like thousands of these like beautiful models on there. You're thinking about going to these social events. This is the beaten path as well.
You're choosing the girl high, like the way out of your league.
I don't understand what you're saying. You're being unrealistic and unreasonable.
Being unrealistic.
This is what every guy does, and most of them get scammed. So what we do is we go off the beaten path, and we do matchmaking with legitimate agencies that respect us because we're bringing them clients, and in turn they look after the clients. So this is not down the letter writing path. This is not these. We only have a small YouTube channel. We don't have thousands of channels like some of these, many channels like these other companies. So please just get off that beaten path. I know it looks good. I know it looks nice and easy. The grass is nice and flat. Everybody seems to be doing it and having all these success stories. I'm telling you that it's just get off that beaten path. If you're unsure how to do it, you can give us a call and we can help you find another way which is going to be more beneficial for you is probably the best way
we
to
believe
say it.
that our path is still like comfortable and cozy, and we believe it is different, and we know that it is different, and I can confidently say that it is different because of like I've been working in that path. I was running around.
I was on that path.
You was on that. I pick you up from that path, and I
met Luba on the path.
I grab you out of there. I took you away. So this is what happening with a lot of guys because it's easy and it's very available. it's so viral that it's very, very available. But
yeah, and you can't even say people do it because it's cheaper, because it's
not cheap. It's not cheap, and it can be done much cheaper. So if by chance you jump on our so far, like, not a big channel, but we try our best, and you jump on our this video, and you're looking for trip to Ukraine, you want to have a good quality experience, adventure, we're happy to join you, and all you need to do is just give us a call or visit our website. It's www.heartrocket.com, and we wish you good luck, and we see you soon in Ukraine.
We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.